Hi. Can you not? Hi. Of course you did. This bitch really cut up $100 bill. The fuck? Yeah, I'm just hanging until Mama comes back. Oh my god. Those are the best ones ever. I don't know where my phone is. I think I lost it again. Won't be the first time, won't be the last. Be that bitches. Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. It's just Tokyo Ghoul. I've had this shirt since I was like 13. I'm 20 now. And it's still in good condition. As it can be. But my pants are just some tie-dye shorts. No? Well, yeah, but if you look up close in person, it has the cracks. But to be, what's 20 minus 13? Whatever that is, years old, it's in pretty good condition. Because with fabric like this, you turn it inside out so that the fabric doesn't get destroyed. Yeah. I never got to continue Tokyo Ghoul. I've only watched the first season when I was 13, but then I got traumatized because of something and then I stopped watching it. I was like, I'm good. But I don't hate it. I just have to get back into it. Yeah. I'm not answering witchcraft questions or anything. You can ask Mama that. I'm good. I'm having a chill day.
Okay.
Oh boy!
Get out! What is wrong with you? Can you go play in traffic?
He's living cocaine.
I set up to go live, and then I realized I need to take shit and put on better clothes. Like, what the hell is wrong with me?
Crack cocaine.
I haven't done any crack cocaine, so that can't be it.
Or have you?
No. That stuff got on my nerves. I flushed it down the toilet. It felt fine, and then all of a sudden I started feeling weird, and I was like, no. I'll flush them drugs down the toilet. Okay. Pretty sure I ripped my asshole. Where do I put the thing where... Let's see, admin settings. Comment settings. No. I don't want you to hide potential spam or offensive comments. I won't see nobody's shit. Alright, what's that? What's this? It's on. Okay. Okay. And I can put it in some hair bows. And I can put it in some hair bows. I got my edges back. I don't got my good lighting on, so y'all just gonna deal with this. I'm the Eminem of witch talk. Because it would be so empty without me. Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me. Because I need a little controversy. It would be so empty without me. I'm starting pretty early tonight. Might get heated. Yeah, I'm not looking glamorous tonight. I'm just existing tonight. I just saw a TikTok about neem oil. I have neem oil over there. I love all y'all that are telling me you love me. I'm sure if I met you, I would love you too. Thanks. Yes, exactly what it looks like. For those of y'all that are wondering. Takes money to make money. Yeah, it is painful. But when I make these, here's the thing though. Y'all are the ones that allows me to make $100. Okay? So if I'm only cutting up $100 bill to make y'all products to help you make 100, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have that $100 bill if y'all didn't support me in what I do. Does that make sense? So for me, it's a fraction of what I owe. Hey, Monter. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's how I feel about it. So if I cut up $100 bill across 6 candles, that's a fraction of what y'all have helped me make. So therefore, I don't mind doing it. Amber Dodo is making her own bed. She's cursing herself with all those lies and stuff. Must be this because you. What is Juliana astringens? I don't. Are you talking about the plant? Anyway. I would have to look that up in my grimoire. Which I'm not going to do right now because of possible tattoo ideas. Well, I mean, that's just... That's kind of too many to... No, that's a lot to ask. Witchfoot is the queen of rap. Oh, did you hear me rapping on one of my videos? Did you see me doing Lil Wayne on one of my videos? Got 10 bathrooms. I can shit all day. Yes. I had the privilege of being able to watch this when it came out. I'm sure you don't have to use real money, though. I bet you could use fake money for, like, sympathetic magic. Just for me, I'm giving back what was given to me, so that's why I use real money. I wouldn't have that money if it wasn't for y'all, so... That's how I see it. Oh, you had a bad day? You had a bad day. You're taking some time. Something, 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 something. I'm feeling order. This one is money and prosperity. You too. Have a good week. Sorry, Benjamin. I'm going to go over your face. Do I have a P.O. box? Yes. It is. Shit, I can't remember. If you go to my first account, witch.foot without the 2.0, it's on my pinned post. It's a green pinned post that has all my information. That's a lie. I took it down. Fuck. I'll try to remember what it is and put it up here. Well, I am your shitting life. I have herbs for money and prosperity. Money not to come from being harmed. And prosperity. And then I have cut up a $100 bill to place in. Hey, hey. Yeah, I love stuff. It's pretty hot on my fingers. Y'all know that cinnamon thing? You know, where you, blow cinnamon in your... That shit has never worked for me. You know, you blow cinnamon into your house for prosperity. My house is like, why the hell are you blowing cinnamon on me? It's never worked for me. Made me sad. Look up real shredded money. No, I'll just use mine because it came from y'all. I could get shredded money, but it doesn't have the same effect as the money that I was able to make because y'all supported me. So there's a different quality to it.
Dude, Edgar hit me earlier today and hit me right on my labret. And bro.
You mean the labret?
Yeah, I go down, man.
Were you seeing Jesus?
Yeah. Right?
I don't know what I ate, but thanks.
That's good.
Ooh, peanut buttery. Ooh, I wanted a bite. Oh.
Uh-huh. Dude, it's a bitch to get this shit out here. Especially the Reese cups, because they cut the Reese cups in half.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bitch to get them out. This big juicy boy.
I want a juicy boy.
You want a juicy boy? Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mom always put aluminum foil under your candle. Also, Mom doesn't do any of that.
I started doing it when I realized that the stuff doesn't stick to the wood desk.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh. Well, fuck that. I'm not going to do that anymore then. Get out from there. You always chew shit under my desk.
You know.
And it does not have to be edible for that dog to eat it. He's like,
Oh,
oh,
trust me,
a piece of plastic. Oh, a peanut shell. Not the peanut. The shell.
Oh, underwear. Yes, he's eaten my underwear before.
He eats shit out of my bathroom trash can. He just be eating anything.
Get out.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Hold on, give me 1 second and you can have it. Oh. Oh. Oh.
There's always someone new. There's always someone new. Don't let me get my hands on you because I am the moderator.
Oh, I just blew the intentions away. Just kidding, because that doesn't happen. Well, I'm doing orders right now. So that's why I'm live, so that if y'all happen to come by, you see that I'm doing everybody's orders to get everybody's shit out, since I went through some shit. I'm trying right now. Get it out. All of it. Everybody's stuff. To your beds. I did not pay $60 a bed for you to lay on the floor. And they're memory foam. Memory foam. Ergonomic memory foam. Giant dog beds. Get your ass over there and lay down. Come over here and lay under my feet. Got paid for all that. Me? Thank you. They like 2 feet that way. They'll be alright. If I put the bed next to me, I can't get up. Right? Like, dogs got better bed than most people. I hear you, Ray. This one was, I'm doing an order. This was way too difficult to open. No, he can just be comfy over there. Damn dogs are 100 pounds each. They can sit over there. Ask you for all that extra information. Hi. Oh my God. Hi. Did y'all see my post I made today? just woke up and chose violence here the past 2 days. I woke up and chose bitchy for the past 2 days. Blurb a flurb. Blurb a flurb. Right? Your last is a blue candle, I think. Oops. Oh. Okay. Did I print that order out? Did I print? No. Okay. Print. Where we going? I could have sworn I printed this out. Maybe I just thought I printed it out. Okay. Custom. 1-2. And print. I'm really here trying not to catch a charge. Understandable. Periwinkle blue. Products. Oh, here it is. Why do you have a substance consumption warning on your video? On one of my videos or on this live? I do not have any more of that. I need to make that right now. Well, I'll have a cigarette because I need to whip up a new batch of that. I guess they either don't know what's in my glass or I'm smoking a cigarette. I don't know. I'm using herbs. You know, it's TikTok. TikTok has to put some sort of warning at all times on anything that I do. I didn't, but here's the thing. I didn't have one of these on. I didn't have a cigarette lit when I started. No, you're not, Wraith, because I'm going to be making product. This is not a talkie live. In March, that's what I'm doing now.
Where's the pizza?
Kinzer.42. We do. Invite me to the next talking room. Okay. That's what I was saying, Kinzer. Anything back from March through April is what I'm catching up on. Where did you go? Kinzer, say something else. Where'd you go? Found the P.O. box. That's good. Sable Moon, I'm just making order. Oh. Oop. There you are. Okay. I got you. I'm doing orders. So I was back. On order. What made you want to eat ham?
Literally just told you
Well, run it under hot water to warm it up. But since I have to make up a new remove obstacles mix, I figured I'd smoke a cigarette first and chit chat before I go over there and do it.
Shut the hell up.
No, you shut the head up.
No, you shut the... Edgar, fucking stop.
I got 15.8K likes. For real? How come everybody's atting Blurbaflurb and I have yet to see one statement from Blurbaflurb? Am I just looking at all the wrong times?
Yes.
Kicked you out of my room. Hey. Hey. I know. Me and Blurbaflurb are mutuals. Should I go ahead and order it now since you're behind? No. Text me. There's Blurbaflurb. Okay. No, I see everybody talking back and forth to Blurbaflurb, and usually I see them. There's Desiree Lane. Like, I see y'all, and I was like, where the hell is Blurbaflurb? But they... Yeah, don't go through here. Go through, message me. Oh my God. Is there really 130 of you in here? Okay, then what's everybody's rising? Everybody tell me they're rising. And hit my like buttons all at once. What's your sign, man? Come on. I don't know. You don't know what month were you born in? I saw one Scorpio. What month were you born in? Or what's your first birthday? I see me and one other Scorpio. There's one. There's another one. Another. Okay, that's better. I'm a Scorpio stellium. Oh, I'm a triple Scorpio stellium. Somebody said that meant a lot. I just thought it meant I was just very, very Scorpio. That's all I thought it meant. They're like, you're a triple Scorpio stellium. I'm like, what does that mean? It just means I'm extra Scorpio-y? I don't know. Aw, thank you. That makes so much sense. Okay, so that makes sense to y'all who know astrology? I saw Deb Kitty. If I don't acknowledge your gifts, just know that I do add you when the live ends. It puts up who gave me stuff. And I add y'all, I follow you back. So if I don't acknowledge you, I do see you. And you don't have to send me gifts. You can just send me emojis. Blurb. Alright. I need to go get some ingredients from my giant shelves. I'll be right back. Spanish moss, better for agrimony, balamon, chicory, hold please, I'll be right back. Spanish moss, fennel, quasi anhydrite. By the way, if you ever get nausea and you don't like it, use fennel and licorice root as a tea. Don't forget the fennel. Hey, a little burp. Alright, let me check my... Ow. Ow. Okay. I'm looking for something and I can't find it. I need a new keyboard. What in the fuck? Absolutely not. Get away from me. There's a whole ass dog on there. What kind of bullshit is that? No. Hold on, I'm looking for something. I see it. Farts, little hearts. Hold on. That's not what I was looking for. Okay. So, I got my chicory. Where's... How am I... Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what the hell? Alright. My chicory. Where's my scissors? Okay. Is that good? Oh my God, what was that? A road opener. Obstacle remover. I have not been on my work phone today, so if you text me, I have not seen it. Is that good? What does that many likes do? Does that put me ahead on something? Oh, that star was for the lot. I'm so confused about how this works. Oh my God. I just try to get on here to talk to you guys and make some shit. Who sent that? It made sound. It made sounds. What is going on? Hey, Misty Witch. There are things going on in this live that I am unsure of. Oh, well, thank you. How do you dry your herbs? I have a dehydrator. Um, and if it's something I want to keep whole, I just hang it upside down over, those air conditioning units outside that throw up all that hot air. This is vervain. I don't tell you all my ingredients, but yeah. The air conditioning units outside. There's another little heart farting dog. The air conditioning units outside that blow up all that hot air. I'll hang it over that. I love you too. I can't answer all y'all, but I'm trying. Yeah, that too. In the summer though, you don't really want to be cold. Oh my God, I was supposed to I have to put my rump roast in the oven. My Boston butt. Whoa, a money gun. Okay. You're going in there whether you want to or not. The moringa will make your brains out. Oh, thanks. Jabba is in there. His cage is open, but you got to give those guys time. Okay. No, it's just here. Oh my God, butterflies. Oh my God, thank you for all this stuff. No, I did have a dream last night that my bird came back, and then I had two. I had two grays. Yes, adding the Witchfoot. Yeah. My dog is chewing away over there. I'm getting a tattoo inspired by you next. You sure? Oh, you sure, partner? I don't remember, but I'm sure if you put in the Lost Boys T-shirt, it'll put one up. It's not a old one, right? Oh, okay. Oh my God, it's a little chippy monk. Guess I'm gonna be putting this one up and down. Dude, no. So many of y'all want to get Witchfoot tattoos. That scares the shit out of me. I am genuinely happy, and it took me a long time to get that way. I didn't know what was going on with myself. Yeah, I don't remember. This is a new shirt though. Like, so just look under the Lost Boys T-shirt. It's a remake. It's not an original. Cold. I swear to God. Yeah, I love it when nothing wants to stick on there. There is a cool ass glowing owl. What's up, owl man? Oh, he screamed. I love Paul. Just fucking turned my candle and knocked everything off. Okay, clearly I need to get a little bit. I need to get some wax on here to get stuff to stick. So let's just start with that. Ryan is back in. He goes back and forth to Boston for business. Let's just. Flower. Oh, I forgot. This one doesn't. Okay, I'll just lay it down. I remember the first time somebody on here saw me lay the candle down, they like got anxiety. They were like, "You're gonna burn it down." I'm like, "No, I'm not." Thank you for flowers. It's a shake Red Bull. Yeah, I can't believe how many people didn't know to shake their Red Bull. Now, I heard you, Rafe. This one is a road opener. Obstacle remover. Okay, that wax was a little bit hotter than I anticipated. It hurt a little. It hurt a little bit. Oh, I know, Rafe. I know. I have a neurodivergent son and a neurodivergent husband. I know. Hi. I'm good. Just making product. Filling orders. I should put some music on, but that requires me to go into the other room and get my telephone. And I'm not really down for that. I just want to make my stuff. I'm not really. I just want to do what I do. Not really in a music mood. Periwinkle's my favorite color. My house is literally surrounded by periwinkle. When everything's not going fucking sideways, about 2 weeks. But everything's been going sideways, so these things have taken like 2 months, which is why I just stopped doing readings for a little bit, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna concentrate, and I'm gonna get everybody's shit done. Cause life got in the way there for a good month and a half. Fucked me up. Intermediate book on herbalism? I've never really seen an intermediate one. Um, I mean, there are lots of books on herbalism, but if I wanted to, if I was thinking about really getting into it, I would take one of the classes for certification in herbalism. They have them online, and they have it broken down into different steps. If you're really like that's your path, I would definitely take one of the certification classes for it. That that would be my suggestion. Because the thing is with most herbs, if you use them for medicine, there are plenty of books that give you the correct dosages and how to prepare them and stuff like that. So I don't really consider it any intermediary unless you want to get into Chinese medicine, and then you need to that requires a lot of study because the Chinese have been at it so long they can take one root and combine it with other things or cook it one way or prepare it another way and get it to do like 5, 6, 7, 8 things. Chinese herbalism is like the algebra of herbalism. So so that's what they're amazing though. What do you think about Black Forest? I don't really read any magic books. Um, with physical magic, you just use the oldest known records of what a herb does. Um, and you experiment with anything new that comes along. So you don't really, in my path, you don't really read book. You write. You don't read spell books or anything. You write your spell book as you progress. If that makes sense. Mother, I choose violence. I think any number of books can be useful, but if I was a witchy book critic, I'd read them. But otherwise, everybody and their mom would have me reading so many books to get my opinion on it. And I just don't have time for it. I do like of the books that I have read. I do like Jim McGarry. Jim McGarry stays pretty true. He's a pretty good author. The rest of the people tend to conflate Wicca with witchcraft, and so as soon as I see that, I'm like, close. Not interested. If you don't know the difference between those two things, I can't really rely on you as a resource because they are two completely different things. And when I start seeing Wicca stuff, I'm like, yeah, bye. I can't rely on your information. I do. I just recently started working with positive energy. It's very calm. It's very calm. Very calm shit. I do readings once a month. I forgot to put my damn. No, I think it was. Is my link tree on this account? I have no idea. Palm tree? Yes. Palm tree. Pollen is a male virility agent. There's a lot. Palm tree, leaves, bark, all that. They all have different magical correlations. We just tend to overlook them, but those correlations come from Arabic magic. But yes, they do have very useful correlations. I'm gonna beat the black off of you. Get over there. It was $60 each. Y'all been with me for this many years. Don't act like you don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking to dogs. If people don't like me yelling at my dogs, they can suck my you know what. Like I would say that to a human being. Okay. Don't worry, they'll just add it to my Google document and say I was talking to people. This is what they do. That's just what they do. Both of them, they're both 100-pound, big old black dogs. Yeah, don't worry. I'll come on here tomorrow. There's going to be somebody posting a screen record of me going, I'm going to beat the black off of you. And they'll be like, I told you Witchfoot was a racist.
Oh, bitch.
I'm not going to tell you what purple dead metal is for. That is such an easy Google. Yeah, I'll come on tomorrow and they'll be like, there was a post where you were saying you were going to beat the black off someone, you racist. Yep. Racist to my dogs. Right? It's probably being edited right now. I told you she was a racist. I got it right now. Why the hell we all gonna hush for you? Whose room you in? Mm-hmm. Screen recording gonna be over 10 minutes. Kidnap my cat. Oh yeah, man, you better hurry up and edit it. Somebody else is gonna release it. Y'all remember when I did the thing with Wick? That's because there's 125 people in here. And like 20 of them are filming. Do you remember when I did the thing with Wick and everybody was like, animal abuse? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're using a kitten for evil purposes. Oh. They said that Wick has rights and he did not agree to that ceremony. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it worked. I have all the videos of it. Yeah. My kitten did not consent. No. I was violating the cat's rights, apparently, because it has rights and it did not agree to be a vessel. And then that got twisted around to me being a cat murderer. I was like, oh, well, that's new. They said, the bubblegum occultist said that my cat has rights to body autonomy. That's what they said. Apparently, he was supposed to give consent in some way. Any magical suggestions? Magical? No. I would look into my herbs though. There are tons of herbs to help through the change. Where is the Google Doc? Okay, I can't. I'm blocked by this guy now. But if you go to the profile of Prince Alarming, I think he has an underscore in his name, like Prince Alarming. Then there should be a link to my Google document, the Google document that he made of mine, where you can lodge your complaints about how I am a menace to society. And you can also share your experience of how I harmed you and add to the Google document. I have the whole thing, but I don't remember. I think I downloaded it to my Google Drive. I was laughing so hard. There's links to my videos on it, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, I still have those videos. They're on my YouTube. What are you talking about? And the amount of look, the fact that I have enough power to make someone involve so much effort in making a Google document, I'm like, why do you think it's like that? Oh, I can tell you why. Um, this has to do with the fact that young folks only have the ability to think in a polarized manner. So I'm very independent all the way through, from political to everyday beliefs and understandings. And they're just very polarized, and they think if you don't agree with what they think is morally correct, then you are wrong, period. And I just laugh at them. I'm like, that's not the way the world works, but okay. That is all that is. Every video and every rumor that they have accused me of, I have a pinned video on this account. If you go look, it's pinned. And it is a guide to all the videos that I've made that where people have called me anti-Semitic or racist or transphobic or ableist. I have all the videos. They're all on YouTube, because they would get my videos taken down, or they would get my accounts closed. And so I started keeping copies of them, and I load them all up on YouTube so that anyone that hears the rumors can just go look for themselves. I know exactly what I said. I didn't regret what I said. And they just don't like it. They want their moral code to be everyone's moral code. And if your moral code does not match, then you're wrong. And your platform needs to be eliminated. And I look at them and I'm like, you can suck my clit, because that's not how I work, and you don't get to tell me what to do. If you would like to move to Russia, then you can do that. You want to move to China, you can do that. But that's not how this works. And then they get mad because they can't get rid of me. And I'm like, oh, you don't like me? Oh. It's a really diluted way of thinking. Um, that's the way the extremist liberals are. Is this those people and conservative Trump supporters are the exact same. Exact same. There is no difference in between extremist liberals and conservative. Hold on. No difference between extremist liberals and Trump supporting conservatives. No difference. They think that hate speech is speech they don't like. So I get a lot of doing slurs and I say hate speech. It's not. It's just speech they don't like. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Um, they don't think it's funny, but I do. Yeah, evangelicals. away, message. Thanks. I mean, let me tell you how bad I can set people off. I even had a Native American creator get really mad at me over a video that I made that I thought was interesting, and it had all the proof that um, African empires traveled over here. That that's all. That's all the video was that the showing the evidence, the hard evidence that African empires traveled over here long before Christopher Columbus, and somehow that made me speaking over indigenous people. And I was like, girl, you need to get laid. You are way too uptight, okay? I was like, I'm sorry that you're uneducated about your own history. That is not my problem. That's a you problem, lady. She was serious, too. I need a box. Is your hair wavy or curly? It's curly. I have to put product in it to get it to stay that way. Are you okay, Jabba? Okay. What? It's probably a temporary glitch. I'll fill in the order and then I'll start another one in just a second. You hate that sound. Bad bitch on deck. What's that? Oh. did this notebook come from? I've been looking for that. Good to know. ASMR. Bitch, stay in there. Get in the pot. Yeah, that's my motto. I even bought it, so I own it. That's always been my motto. Ugly but effective. All right. Let's see who's next on the roster. Hey, Lilith's here. Whoa, where'd all these new people come from? You, you, not you, you. Here's yours. The fuck is this? What is this? Okay. Want to see. What? April? This is money and prosperity. All right. Print. Two. Print. All right. Next. Alrighty. Alrighty. Empty. I'm gonna use some beeswax candle for this one. Oh, I haven't. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, let me go here. Oh my God, do not. I've already. This was made this morning, so you won't see me touching it like I was doing the other stuff. Me cut up my money, cut up my Benjamins. Uh, yeah, I gotta film my next class actually. Did you just tell me to check my damn question? Do you not see me working here? Who you? Were you talking to somebody else? You weren't talking to me. Whoa! I don't even know where that question thing is. Yeah, it's. I went through this before. Yes, it's a real $100 bill that I cut up. Um, and the reason I do it is because I wouldn't have this $100 bill if y'all didn't support me. So cutting up one $100 bill per 6 candles is nothing, you know. Did you bring me here? So it's not. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have it if y'all didn't support me. So I cut up a real one um, to put on the money candles. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? I wouldn't have that money if it wasn't for the people that support me and the people and my customers. I wouldn't have that at all. And so to me, that makes that a very powerful ingredient. Where is? Okay, I'm making sure Lilith was one. Oh, I do have a PO box, but I have to set it back up. I don't think I have a post with it anymore. I'll have to redo it. Java, you want to come out here? Still not ready for stepping up? Okay, I'll do my work then. I don't know. People tend to think that I should, like, if they ask something, that I should answer them right away. Like, I'm working. I don't even see that. I'm bad. Like, who are you talking to? Because you're not talking to me. Jabba, do you want to be? You want to step up? Posted and tagged a pic I drew of you in Discord. Ooh. Oh, okay, that was a fail. Let me get back over here. Hey, Alex Sharp. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, that was fun. I like her. She has her. Oh, I hope it's her. If it's not, I'm not meaning to do it on purpose. Um, they have the best space for dry humor, and I love dry humor, so I went ahead and duetted that. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yes. You want to step up? No, not ready yet. Okay. I'm doing all right. I'm filling up some overdue orders right now. Um, some overdue orders. Yeah, Jabba won't step up yet, and that's completely normal. Haven't got bit yet, so that's good. But won't step up yet, and I learned with JoJo not to make him do it. Oh, there's an email. If you go to witchfoot.com, there's a contact email at the bottom of the page. So you can contact me through there and ask me whatever you need to know. Um, and then I can tell you. Do you want me to come get you? You want to step up? Probably not. But that's why I don't have any. Right now, I don't have any readings. I changed my readings to once a month so that I can catch up on all the emails and all the orders. I prefer to do those anyway, and the business model I had was not working for me. And so that's why I changed it. And so I can get back in so people get their stuff and they're not frustrated. I just had to change my business model. And apparently that's part of the learning curve of owning your own business is how to do what makes you happy and how to keep your customers happy at the same time. It's trial and error. That's the bird whistling. You want me to come get you, Jabba? You can see if he wants to step up. That's alright. It'll take him a while anyway. He'll get there. Normally, you do get a tracking number. Um, but I'm gonna try to send them out, but I have so many. Like I'll be taking like 200 packages. However, um, whenever it ships, you do get a confirmation email automatically. Now I can dig through those and find your tracking number anyway, because the receipt is really really long. Um, and if you're a person that wants that, I absolutely will. Um, I'll make the effort to do that for you because everything is so behind. I have no problem doing that for you. It's just a matter of me going down a gigantic ass receipt, and I'll do that. Not a problem. Not a problem. And don't forget, like, if you're anybody in here that's a customer, if you're unhappy, I'm not gonna hex you. You know what I'm saying? If you're unhappy, I can refund you part of your price that you paid. Like, just let me know. Be upfront with me, and we can work something out. I know that I got behind. You'll never have to worry about speaking up that you aren't satisfied. That is not a problem. Um, I know I'm behind. If you want to refund some money because of what happened, not a problem. You just got to be able to speak up to me, and I'll make it right. Whether it's refunding money or giving you something extra or something like that. I know I was in the wrong. I don't have a problem helping or fixing it, you know? Y'all been plenty patient enough. Just don't ever feel like, oh my god, if I complain to Mama Foot, she's gonna burn my house down. No, I know that I was in the wrong here, and I will make it up to you. If getting your product is not good enough, I will make it up to you. It's not a problem. Not a problem. You can always work that out. Email. It doesn't matter whether you send it to my site or direct email. They both get to me. Goes to the same place. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think the oldest one is 2 months, and if you get it and you're still like, this sucks, I can't believe I waited 2 months for that. That's fine. Contact me. I don't have a problem. I'd be unhappy with some people too. It's okay. Just let me know. I think people think that they're going to get repercussions for not being satisfied with something. If you're not satisfied with something, I do tell me. I'm not going to get personally offended. Business has nothing to do with Witchfoot on the app, or like the fact that we're mutuals, or the fact that I cheat. That is, you have to be able to separate that. Well, at least I do, being a business owner. So I would never be angry that you were like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Speak up if that's an issue. Not a problem. Speak up. You know what I mean? If there's anything y'all have learned from me by now, it is my ability to compartmentalize things, so no one would ever be ridiculed or have to face repercussions for saying they weren't satisfied. What's going on? What does God say? Yes, my child. God is saying to live your best life and follow your dreams within reason. Oh, you think it's beautiful? Thank you. You tell him God says I love him. Witchfoot loves the little children, all the children of the world. I guess that song would be considered racist now. That is a Baptist song from my youth. And well, I'm going to use Witchfoot instead of Jesus, but it was Witchfoot loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Y'all remember that? I would have a Witchfoot Children's Church. It would teach you things like how to cook, how to pay taxes, how to save. Right? It would be racist now. Did you? Whoa, wait. Jackie, I'm scared to death because it's doing so good in the water. I'm so scared. But Jackie, you are on my. I'm gonna be calling you soon. But that's just one of the things. I'm so scared if I put it in dirt, it's gonna bust out. But I'm gonna call you. Adds to Google Doc. That's right. Um. But yeah, I'm paranoid, Jackie. And I don't have the black. You know the black juice, the miracle juice that you send me for the plants. I'm out. Casting during the eclipse is one of the best times you can cast. And I'm so paranoid. So I'm gonna find out. Oh, hold on. Are you okay? Now, get back. Yay! Good boy. Yes. What did you do to get him to interact? What were you doing?
I was scrubbing his nose, and then I put my hand on his feet, and then he would have this hand, he clasped it like he didn't want me to go, and so I would just move my arm there, and I would lift him up slowly, and he'd try to come down, and
Hey! Good.
and then he was like, uh-oh, and he was making his baby noises. He's like, oh no. I have the fans.
Excellent. Thank you. What a good job, huh? Dude, I get so mad. I cuss when I get across those videos telling people not to do things. But I'm not on my witch. The other account's really my witchcraft account. But I get so mad when people say that. Chaos. No, it's not. It's one of the best times to cast and to charge. Things. Oh, I'm just working on people's orders. You doing good, Jabba? You are? I'm gonna have to bribe you with the peanut butter that you like. No, every time there's an eclipse, these crackheads on this app will be like, oh, the energy's chaotic. Don't do any casting on the eclipse. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You can do. That's Lilith. They're allowed to do that. And I'm like, that's a big. I've cussed people out before. I got so bent out of shape. So sick of hearing it. If he's silly. Being I'm a triple Scorpio stellium. I still don't rightly know what that means to me personally. But apparently I just like, oh, so I'm just really Scorpio-y. Alright, let me I have a box for this. Get over there! Get over! I'm gonna put y'all on dog restriction. For real. Who's chewing on that? I'm gonna put y'all on doggy restriction, and you're not gonna be able to do anything other than, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, really. Okay, that worked good. Yay! The only thing that Mercury retrograde has ever truly done for me is really honestly screw up communication. That, I can tell you, it has really, really done that almost every time. Yes. You okay? Yeah. Um, the um, I've had this as a backup. I just forgot how to get into it. What the hell? Oh, snap. Oh, I need a piece of paper. Why is this so difficult? I don't understand. Let's see. I just realized I haven't ate today. So that means that we're gonna go make me some food in a minute. You good? Still 130 something people in here. Yeah, y'all are filming me. 510 North McPherson Street. Oh, I need to not read this out loud. Sorry. Such an idiot sometimes. Yeah. Well, let's see. They had on Twitter, but they're also entire Discords for me. And usually I have a couple spies in there, but not always. But there'll be a whole ass Discord like Witchfoot hate room. I think that was on my other phone. The Witchfoot hate room. So they hide about it in Discord servers. Yeah. And I'm on Facebook. They talk about me on Facebook in closed groups. But I always have somebody in there that gives me the information. I'm like, you cannot hide. You can't hide. And then when one of the witch feet spies outs them, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody. You can't believe. If you feel embarrassed about something you said, that's your clue that you shouldn't have said it. Right? So if you get mad that you were found out about something that you said, and that's not something you can say to the person that you were talking about, that's your clue that you're in the wrong. You follow me? There's your sign. That's something you should not have been saying if you're now embarrassed about it because you got called out. You dummy. Oh, I missed the headpiece. Thank you. We gotta go make some food. I'm hungry. How do you dispose of a tarot deck? Well, you don't have to dispose it. You can bury it if you want to, but you can clean it off and give it to somebody else. It's up to you. Go make me some food. Glorious food. Y'all want to see Java? Maybe. Nope, that was the wrong one. Maybe this. Java. Did you say hello? I'm not gonna make you step up. Are you still nervous? Yeah. You still a nervous chicken? That's okay. Yeah. Well, I had to shut the big part. because you were running away. You want me to open it back up? Okay, let me shut it. Let me open it. There. It's open. It's open now. I'm gonna go eat some Fruit Loops. You gonna eat Fruit Loops? Yeah. Okay, well, that's one way to eat them. Just throw it across the cage. Good boy, eat your Fruit Loops. Hey, good boy. Your feathers are coming in, so that's good. Okay. Now. Oh my God. I need to hire a dog walker or something. Y'all get. Oh my God. We've been together for 10 years. Why are you still doing this? I need to hire a dog walker. All right, let me make me some food. Make me some food. Ew. Ew. Okay, no spinach this time. I need to make something quick. Something quick. Yes. No, I want it this way. I got enough for another soon? I do. Okay. Boop. Yeah. Microwave. Lightly toasted bread. I'm gonna let it cool off so the mayonnaise doesn't absorb. What's this? What the fuck is that? Oh my lord. My husband ordered more plugs. He ain't even here. I was excited. It was from India. Nope. Something big in there. Mayonnaise is my preferred element. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooch, ooch. Meow, meow. Hot melted provolone chicken sandwiches. Oop. Okay. Now we're gonna watch me eat. So now we should clear out the room fairly quickly. Cause I'm gonna eat in front of your face. No, he has not changed over to Duke's. Which is fine. Mega pie. That's fine. We'll just have 2 mayonnaises. Oh, yeah. So that was a super quick hot sandwich. Because I just want to eat. I don't really want to make a whole ass meal. Even though I was supposed to bake my Boston butt today. For some reason, that just escaped my mind. Who plays good? What would you say the percentage of females are in the U.S. now? What do you mean? What are my choices? Objection, hearsay. What do you mean? What are my choices?
My hair is so fucking good to be Stephen Grant and be Moon Knight, but no, it looks delicious, kind of, but no. They didn't bring my stuff because I got stuck in California.
Okay, well, be Will. He didn't always wear glasses. If you want to do cosplay. It's just chicken breast and provolone cheese melted on some toast with some mayonnaise.
I'm eating my pizza.
Oh, yeah, I gotta record myself doing that. I need a mega pint of tea. Anyway, what do I think the largest 50% as the number of Americans affected by Roe v. Wade? Yes, Pizza Hut God. Huh? Honestly, I really don't know. I don't know if women are 50% of the population. It's pop. I'm just eating in between making stuff. Yeah. Drinking a mega pint of sweet tea. Fuck, I love sweet tea. It's fine. It's chicken breast and provolone. Grilled chicken breasts. Actually, Kate and John, this shit's good. If you ever get a chance to add um the rotel, the cheese loaf, and then some sausage. Dude! And I used to do that 8 ball a day. And I'm like, that's exactly what she's doing. That's exactly what she's doing. I used to do it no matter where I was. I did an 8 ball a day, and that is exactly what she's doing. Bacon and candy sounds delicious. That's it. Yeah, I saw her. I was like, oh my God. Because I done that. I know how to do all the backdoor ways of doing it. And I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what she's doing. Right? Yeah. I was like, she really, that alone, Jada and anybody else, that alone will tell you that this person is histrionic, or she doesn't have borderline personality disorder, histrionic and narcissistic behavior. To think that no one, to do that in court and think that no one is going to notice what you're doing because you're smarter than them. I was like, oh my God. Even I wouldn't do that in court. And that's saying something. Of course. Yeah, let's say anything. Now, if I tell you even I wouldn't do that in court, that should tell you how stupid it is. Well, when she's doing it, it's probably just blowing your mind. You're not going to stop court and go, hey, and you can do it after the fact. There's no way to prove it. You know what I mean? Somebody in that jury better have caught that. Now, if I was a judge, I'd be like, did you just sniff cocaine in my, in my courtroom? I'd have that tissue confiscated immediately.
What, the drink that Amber Heard had?
No, when she sniffed coke in court.
What? Look who's ceiling is open.
Yeah, I've done it with former employees, but not court. Oh, okay, Melissa. Yeah, I'd have stopped court and I'd been like, "Did you just sniff drugs in my courtroom? I'm gonna need you to take those tissues and her jacket right away. We're gonna stop right there." Damn, Shay.
I thought that said Karina racist.
I did it before going to the probation office. I personally don't think that. Oh my God, thank you. I do not think that drugs should be illegal because they've made it legal in other countries, and the OD rate did not change. I think possession and use should not be illegal for any drug. If as long as alcohol is legal and well, no alcohol, which is damaging, like other drugs, then there's no reason that any other drug should be illegal. Um, so that's my personal thing. But doing it during court is stupid. But now, if you're distributing it, like if you get, if you want to, there should be laws. But the my brain's fucking up. The people who are using it and have like enough for themselves on them, that's a waste of my tax money and a waste of our prison space. It doesn't stop you. Trust me, I know. It does not stop you. You don't stop until you're ready to stop, if that ever happens. You got 5 seconds. 1, 2. Let's see what we have next up on the docket. Oh, damn. I put a middle thing on my line. That is somebody hitting a wall. Shut the hell up. Okay, well, it's Benny then. Shut up. Um, I need to go look at that. For real, bro? For real? It's the same guy who comes in the same car over here for your entire adult life. No, I'm on live. I mean, I'm working, but not with people. I need you to find the cheapest ticket from Charlotte to Tallahassee on Friday and back on Sunday. Not buy it, but find it and shoot me in. For who? Flying down there. To Tallahassee? Yeah, I know where it is. I don't think so. I know he didn't come over here just to ask me that.
He came over here to do the light.
Okay, well, he's probably getting shit.
Oh, he's getting a giant ass ladder.
Alright, y'all. I gotta go because we gotta cut off lights and da-da-da in order to install new light fixtures.
Get on the bed.
So I'm gonna go now.
Come
on. Okay. Me and love you a long time. There was Brofoot. Yeah, that was him. Okay. Okay. Bye bye, love you. We love you long time. We love you long time. Bye.